Welcome to Aston Martin Mindset. My name's Alex Elaine, and in this video, I want to talk about one of the most common mistakes that I see salespeople make that really inhibits their sustainable success. Before we get into this, please be sure to smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe so we can help the reach of this channel. Now, one of the most common mistakes that I see from sellers is that they are not willing to ask the hard questions. What I often see is that salespeople ask very generic questions as they go through a sales cycle, and it's almost like they're just going through this set operating rhythm, non-emotive, not really thinking about where are they trying to go, what's the outcome that you're chasing. You're ultimately here to 1, win a deal, 2, drive transformation for your customer, and 3, educate your customer along the journey to set them up for sustainable success over time. When you're really clear about that vision, there's certain questions you've just got to ask to make sure that you're continually swimming in the direction to win and to set your customer up for success. So there's a certain point where you've got to ask your customer, what do we need to do to win this deal? Where are we right now? And what's the intentional steps and action that we need to take to get us to the point where we can sign off on this project? Who do we need to involve and at what stages to set us up for making sure that we can get this solved? What are the risks in this deal? Let's talk about them and let's get ahead of them right now. And this is where it's so important to have a champion in your deal, someone else at the customer's organization that has influence, that has access to power and is willing to take action, so you can work on what we'd call a mutual success plan, where you'd go through the micro steps that take you towards a close. But as you go on that journey, be willing to ask the direct questions, be willing to ask the hard questions. Sometimes you've got to call out and say, hey, from this conversation I just had, I don't have confidence that we're on a good direction to win this deal. How do you feel about that? Do you feel the same thing? What can we do to spend the next 20 minutes to change that? These are questions that salespeople often don't ask. And the ones that do ask those types of questions drive a much, much better result. Shorter sales cycles, bigger deals, better relationships and trust bridges with their customers. So when you're going into your next sales cycle, ask yourself, am I asking the hard questions? And if I'm not, what are the questions I can ask to make sure that I'm setting both of us up to drive the outcomes that we really want to drive here? I hope this video has been helpful in some way. I'll see you on the next one.